Hi YouTube, I know it's been a while. I've just been feeling really bad, so I just haven't even had the energy to make any videos or anything. So I'm going to be kind of cramming a whole lot of weeks in these pregnancy vlogs together, just kind of catch up. So this is going to be weeks 4 through 6 of my first pregnancy vlog. We took pregnancy test and found out around 4 weeks that and found out that we were pregnant. And the reason I took the test is because I was having some symptoms, and I was thinking maybe I was pregnant. I was being moody for no reason, and I just that's not usually me. Usually I have some kind of reason if I am moody. I thought maybe I was going to just start my period or something though. But then I was having this really weird craving for eggs. And I mean, I like eggs okay, but it's not something that I'm just usually like really excited about. And my husband surprised me when he came home from deployment with a cruise, and they had eggs Benedict on the cruise, and I'd never tried it, and I wanted to try it. So I tried that, and just like every day after that on the cruise, that's what I had to have for breakfast. And then even when we got home, I just wanted eggs all the time. So it was just kind of strange that I wanted eggs all the time. I thought, again, maybe it's something with my period. I don't know. Also, my breasts were getting tender, and I was not tired all the time, but I was getting really tired on certain days, and I would just pass out at 8 o'clock in the recliner, and my husband's like, "What is wrong with you?" I don't know. I'm just really tired. So around the time that it was a couple days before my period that I went ahead and took a test, and we found out we were pregnant. So we're excited. We were not really trying, but we weren't preventing anything from happening. We had talked over his deployment. He left last year around June, the end of June, and he came back at the beginning of December. And throughout the deployment, we had talked about possibly trying for a third baby. Up until that point, I was kind of resistant to the idea, but my husband's been really wanting a baby for about a year, another baby for about a year, and I just wasn't ready. My second child was just really bad about sleeping through the night. She didn't actually sleep through the night until she was like 15 months old. So I just kind of was getting myself back from being tired all the time, and she was breastfed, and I breastfed her for till she was like 15 or 16 months. So just kind of getting my body back to myself and not being tired all the time, and just I didn't want to think about doing the whole baby thing over again for at least a little while. I kind of want to just have some time without breastfeeding or being pregnant or postpartum or any of that stuff. So I kind of got baby fever a couple months before he got back, and I was like, well, do you still want to try for a third baby? And he was like, yeah. So when he got back, like I said, we weren't really trying, but we weren't preventing things, and so we ended up pregnant the first month, which was great, and that's a great blessing, and I'm super happy about that because I've had a lot of friends and just known people that have had lots of problems with getting pregnant. Fortunately, I've never had a problem with that, but I do know what a big blessing that is to not have problems with it, because I've seen other people have problems with fertility, and it just looks totally awful. And I just feel so bad that they have to go through all that to have a baby. I had a friend that had some fertility issues, and it was just mind-blowing to me how much she had to go through just to get her body into the right timing to even possibly conceive. And she did that for several months, and it's not like it's free. And so anyway, I was just really thankful that we were able to conceive so quickly. So after that, after the initial really early symptoms, I didn't My other two pregnancies, I didn't really have any symptoms like at 3 or 4 weeks, but with this one, I've had symptoms just like, I guess, from the day of conception. I don't know. It's just been a very different pregnancy from my other two pregnancies. I started to get nauseated some within that time period. It wasn't real bad. It was just, a little bit here and there, and it was definitely controllable, but, any nausea is not great. So, other symptoms I was having, like I said, I was having moodiness within the 4 to 6 week mark. I was craving eggs and pickles, and one of the really interesting things for me this pregnancy, I've had food aversions in my other two pregnancies. By the way, this is number 3 for me. I think I've already kind of mentioned this is going to be our third baby, but just to clarify, if anybody's still wondering, like, is this 1, 2, 3, 5, 8? It's number 3 for me. So, sorry I keep glancing down. I'm kind of looking at my notes to keep me on task. But so as far as food aversions, I've had some with other pregnancies, but never sugar. And this time I just can't eat sugar. It really just makes me nauseous, and so that was a new symptom with this pregnancy, is just not wanting anything sweet. So that's so odd because I love sweets normally. So it's been really different. I can't say that I'm really upset about it because it's helping me kind of maintain not gaining a whole lot of weight in the first part of the pregnancy. It's just been strange. So, and then I've also had an aversion to green peppers, which, I don't know. I usually like green peppers, but it just, I don't know. They just sound awful to me since I got pregnant. And then the only other symptom I've really had at that time period was bloating. Just like right away, it seemed I had gained a little weight over the holidays, and we went on a cruise during the holiday time period. So I had put on a little bit of weight anyway, and my clothes were a little bit tighter. But then once I got pregnant, it was just like really uncomfortable to wear my jeans. I could still fit into them and everything, but it just made the nausea worse because it's like the button and the zipper and stuff were kind of poking into my stomach, and so it was just, I don't know, it was just really uncomfortable. I didn't really experience that with the other two, so I thought that was an interesting symptom for that. So that's pretty much everything that I had for 4 to 6 weeks. I didn't gain any weight in that time period. I stayed pretty much the same. I didn't lose or gain any weight. I just stayed the same within that 3-week time period. So this is Pregnancy Blog 1, and I will see you guys later.